New York, LaGuardia. LGW.
London Gatwick.
Gatwick.
LAX.
LAX.
Los Angeles International.
Los Angeles International.
BOS.
BOS.
Boston Logan.
Moi, ça m'épate complètement qu'ils puissent faire ça. Boston Logan.
YUL.
YUL.
That one's yours.
Montréal Pierre Elliott Trudeau. Avant, c'était Dorval. Yes, next.
LJU.
LJU.
Ljubljana. Oje Puchnik.
Ljubljana, ça je peux. Oje Puchnik.
CDG.
CDG. Ah, ça on connaît. Ouais.
BDL. Bradley.
BDL. Bradley. International.
SMF.
SMF. Yeah, it's artistic almost.
Sacramento. CLE.
CLE.
Cleveland.
Where?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. C'est la traduction simultanée. Astral births, sun, moon, dawn, wind, cloud, whoosh, fast air, zephyrus. Okay, so Dronza says, quote, the fish trap exists because of the fish. Once you've gotten the fish, you can forget the trap. The rabbit snare exists because of the rabbit. Once you've gotten the rabbit, you can forget the snare. Words exist because of meaning. Once you've gotten the meaning, you can forget the words. Where can I find a man who has forgotten the words so I can have a word with him? End quote. Okay, why do you suppose the gods are all allowed to commit incest? Rhea and Kronos, Zeus and Hera, etc., but human beings can't. No time. Name some reasons why Kronos might want to swallow his children as they are born.
Hungry.
Hungry! Good answer. Good, okay. If you had to choose, Hecate, Kronos, Zeus.
Zeus.
Ah, interesting! Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy is all about Zeus. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay, good. I was going to tell you wrong answer, but that's a great answer. Then it's the wrong answer.
It's hard to
or we'll get by, or the next years will work out. That person is just plain ignorant or a fool. There's no other alternative. Therefore, unless we have a candidacy which is perceived to have institutionalized momentum and potential, which represents an opposite policy, you cannot straighten the world out, you cannot prevent the continued plunge toward a new dark age, toward barbarism. Nothing will stop it. The masses of people march like sheep, confident in their leaders, cheering their leaders into World War I. The masses of people in their wisdom and democracy and opinion and judgment march like sheep into World War II. And the masses of people behind their accepted leaders and their considered judgment and their democratic opinion are right now marching into the hell of a new dark age, led by satanic forces. Is the only word to describe it, and unless you create at a crucial point in the world process some new institutionalized element which will rally forces, change the dynamic, change the direction of the situation to give humanity an option, reconcile yourself not to with oppression, but if we are lucky enough to avoid thermonuclear war, reconcile yourself to watching people die around the world. Maybe half the world's population, maybe more over the next 20 years in a new dark age like that spanning the middle of the 13th to the middle of the 14th century. That's what we're headed for, unless the only thing which can change this at this time has to come from within us to become the institutionalization of a new force challenging Kennedy credibility. Such swine as Kennedy for the presidential nomination election. Without that, you and I will not guarantee a new dark age, but I can guarantee anything else, and it's coming fast. And I'm always talking about my candidacy. It's clear, and 55% of the American people out of their sheepishness, if we get them out of their sheep on behavior, vis-a-vis this bunch of treasonous genocidal swine like George Bush and are all the same thing. There's not a penny's worth of difference between them, even in this stage of infiltration. Indira Gandhi, I hope will be elected very soon in India. She's a very good and indispensable person, but I know her limitations. We'll go through with the best people in various parts of the world. I know their limitations. They're not going to lead the world out of this mess. They have already failed. They had the opportunities. We told them in many cases what the opportunities were. They lacked the courage and perception to act, and it's their failure when they could have won this fight and stopped this hell that's brought us to this mess. Sure, already have arranged with US messages and around, but that could have been stopped, prevented. And don't tell me about the rest of the leaders of the world. I have measured them, and they have all failed. Don't talk to me about nations. Don't talk to me about this. Okay, I'm not a genocide. Well, nothing will prevent it. Don't talk to me about massive movements, political forces. Don't give me any other pragmatic things. They don't work. They've all failed. In fact, they have greased the skids that have led us into this situation. So let's look back. 4th century BC. Let us look back to the case of Alexander the Great, because that's the key to what I'm trying to do now. What happened in the 4th century BC? Well, the world was in a horrible mess. Yeah, the ugliest of obscenities up to that time. The Persian Empire dominating the world. The allies of the Babylonian cults were running Egypt. The cult of Isis, the cult of Thebes, Greece was in a hideous state. The states of Ionia had been crushed. The majority of the forces in Athens were corrupted and rotten. The evil cult of Apollo Delphi ran back to Greece and was already running Rome at that time, which was a little obscure hick town at that time in the Mediterranean. The preponderance of forces in the world was evil as today. And what you I know is our enemy. First thing you have to do is shoot down if you want to defend them. Then you can take care of the lesser enemies afterward. And Philip Macedonia, and by that cult, ancient Aristotle, as well as others who basically had a thing to carve up the world between the Eastern and Persian Empire and Western Persian Empire.
A group of leading historians held a press conference Monday at the National Geographic Society to announce they had, quote, entirely fabricated ancient Greece. A culture long thought to be the intellectual basis of Western civilization. Quote, one night someone made a joke about just taking all these ideas, lumping them together, and saying the Greeks had done it all 2,000 years ago. Honestly, we never meant their things to go this far, said